Hi Leo, welcome to your What Lies Ahead reading for me. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be an all-encompassing reading. It may resonate in one area more than the other, or just a smattering of everything. We'll see how it goes. If this is about a person, this may resonate with you or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign also. All right, Leo, what lies ahead for 20? I think this is kind of turning into a version of like a general reading for the sign for the month. The Hierophant could be Taurus. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Okay, then. 3 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles could be Capricorn. Taurus. The Emperor, that could be Aries. Way up there. 8 of Swords. Little guys here. So what? Okay. All right, I'm gonna get some water here. Pardon me. Okay. All right. What are you? What? Well, yeah, we're all kind of having to stay in. No surprise there. But you're in a good position to do so. You know what? I think this is nostalgia getting the better of you. And I think this is you having to finally kind of cut some ties with someone from your past. We'll see. We'll see. But I think this is, honestly, this feels like, I don't know, because it feels like you're active and you're busy. It just feels like you're kind of closing out a past chapter. And definitely not happy about all this, everybody seeing everybody like they are. Like, you might be more worried for your family members than you are for yourself at this point. You're just really wanting to hold down the fort and make it okay for everybody else because you don't like seeing them like this. But it feels like you're in a good position here. What's this 5 of Cups? What's this about, though? Is this romance? Is this job? What? 5 of Swords? Well, okay then. 5 of Cups and 5 of Swords. Not happy about being cut off. Kind of being like, well, could be worse, but it could be better. So what is out? What's this? And you know what, though? It could be that. Or it could be that, the way this was done, it was not fair or just. Like, this person could have handled this better. So it could be just you lamenting a situation and being kind of nostalgic because, what else are we going to do, right? Unless you're an essential worker or a first responder, thank you for your service. But it could be kind of falling down a rabbit hole and getting nostalgic, or it could be kind of just really not happy with the way somebody handled something. Like, you could have been more gracious or more kind or compassionate. What's this 6 of Cups? Strength, that could be Leo. What's this 3 of Cups? King of Wands, that could be Sagittarius. Oh, is this someone coming back? Is this someone, but in a good way? I'm not talking about a romantic love. I think there's someone leaving, or this is this a job? Something has left and you're not very happy about the way it was done. And yet you've got someone coming in to kind of, that's a blast from your past. But it feels like honestly, it feels like in a friendship capacity. This doesn't feel like a romance. This feels like a long lost friend that reaches out and you're like, oh, and you fall down this rabbit hole together. Remember when, or this or that. Like, this could be a time where you really strengthen your tribe, or it's just all about friends and family because work was in flux or work let you go. And it's like, well, I'm going to be home for the duration. So let's start to rebuild and refortify the home base here. Or this could be a romantic relationship where you're like, you know what? I know that we were going to end, but you could have been nicer about it. And you're not going to get a second chance to do. You know what I mean? What's this Queen of Pentacles? Hermit, that could be Virgo. This could be Capricorn. Emperor about. Let's see. What's this Emperor about? Wow. That's oh, look at that. The Fool. Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. So this, you know what? Okay, here's the thing. You kind of wanted this separation or this being kind of set free. You just don't like the way it was handled. So this is either a job that you weren't very keen on or a relationship that had kind of run its course and you're like, and you kind of fall down a rabbit hole and get nostalgic and you're thinking about that, what coulda, woulda, shoulda, and well, it's unfortunate and oh well, I wish they would have stepped up. And then you got somebody else that comes in and restores. And it feels like it's in a friendship capacity, but then, I mean, yeah, look at this. We got the King of Swords. No, it's not. The Emperor, sorry, I'm thinking Aries. Where else was Aries? Isn't there an Aries here? There was not. Oh, Sagittarius. We got the Emperor here, the Fool, which is, and New Beginning, and then we got Ace of Wands. So what's going on here? What is this? Eight of Swords. This is everybody staying home. Everybody's Eight of Swords right now. Like, It's not ideal to have to be, caging an eagle, right? But the fact that there's this kind of unknown quality and it's, sensationalized. This Eight of Swords for Page of Wands, stuck at home with kids. It didn't have to be that. This is so we got two things going on here, Leo. We got one situation leaving, and you're not so much happy. You're not upset that it was ending so much so as what coulda, woulda, shoulda been, and the way things have shaken out. You're just like, I wish it could have been different. This isn't you wanting to go back. This is you kind of lamenting and being like, I really wish that person would have stepped up, or I wish the job hadn't let me go. But at the same time, this is kind of a reset. This is, and I'm not, saying toxic positivity, let's everybody no, but honestly, there's a lot of people that are like, well, I could use a little extra sleep, or I could kind of, make the most. I got some things I wanted to do around the house. Guess I can't say I didn't have time to do it anymore because I got all the time in the world. So whatever was going on, this has put you in a pretty secure position to be able to kind of fortify the home base, fortifying your home base and kind of reinvesting in that. Family, kids, you. So whatever just left, you're not really happy about the way things left, and you're kind of like, in another way of life, it could have been like this. But onward, forward. Why? Because who's this showing up? Is this a long-lost friend? I don't think it's this person that left, because I don't think you want them back. This is just reminiscing, but you're fortified in your little fortress. You're not wanting, not little, but you know what I mean. You're not wanting someone to come back. You're just wishing it could have been different, but not to go there again. So there's that. And then we've got this new right here. What's okay. So, and then the effort towards whatever this new is has to be minimal because everybody's at home. So is this somebody that reaches out like over social media and you're like, hey, how you doing? It's a welcome surprise. It's somebody that puts a smile on your face. This is not like, oh, this person again, what? No, whatever this is, you're done. You're done with this. You're kind of lamenting, falling down a rabbit hole, and somebody comes in from your past, a friendship, somebody you're happy to see. Maybe it's not from your past. Maybe it's just somebody you weren't expecting. It's like in a current friendship circle, and maybe they got wind of this. Maybe they heard through the grapevine, because this is someone reaching out on friendly terms. This is a friendly reach out. But it looks like there's interest from both of you into something more here. But not much can be done about it right now, because we're all right here. This hermit, kind of just fortifying our home base here. Can't really do a whole heck of a lot, kind of, So, wow, something's leaving, something's coming in. But there's not much you can do about the new coming in, because that's kind of cool, though. This is unexpected. This feels like, it's like, hey, hi, What have you been up to? How are you? That sort of thing. All right. I like this and this. I like these two right here, because this is that new thing that has your full attention. Because let's be honest, for the Leos that I'm reading for, you're taking the kind of the waves that this whole Ronageddon thing is happening in stride. People are becoming a bit more acclimated now. I mean, we're kind of, okay, well, what's next now? Okay, now what? And so you're kind of taking the blows in stride, and there's this opportunity to really kind of fortify and ground and just really invest in the home front. And it turns out it's like, I kind of not mad about being able to get a little extra sleep and doing those projects. So, but this is, all right. Sorry, lost train of thought there. Seven of Coins. Thinking things of this Seven of Coins with the Five of Swords, the Seven of Coins, or the Hermit, and this right. This is all you kind of having time to think and thinking about. All right, what do I want to do from here forward? Because you're not looking back. You're just kind of like, well, that's too bad. Okay, there's not really heartache here. And then this new, quite lovely, delightful situation enters, and you're just like, ooh. What could be? This is, maybe that's why it makes me happy, because look at that. It's just like, hey, how are you? Like this person, serendipity. coming in, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be just a friend thing. It feels like there's a little bit of interest there, but this is your outlook. Like, well, this is like taking the time. Don't know what's going to happen. Let's just see. Let's see. This is having faith. This is being in a secure position, looking forward, going, you know what? I'm not in deficit. I'm not a hot mess right now. I could dream a little bit. I could wonder about this person in that capacity. Not that you have to, but if nothing else, this is waiting and seeing what happens. There's interest here, and this is very refreshing. And you're in a good position. Oh, so this 7 of coins. Sorry. This is about taking stock and making decisions and just keeping all, everything stable, kind of doing the daily routines and keeping everything fortified and grounded and just same old, which is probably what afforded you the time to kind of sit there and lament a little bit about coulda, woulda, shoulda. But then, nice to enter the conversation here. This one comes to offer a very nice distraction. That's for Leo. Realization. It is. I have to make it into something, but what is it? Is it, aside from the fact, we've got that here too, and aside from the fact that you got time to do that, but is this you kind of looking at this old friend or this peripheral adjacent friend that all of a sudden is kind of taken to the forefront, this new person? Is this you kind of going, so you got time to think about over here, and then this happens, and there might be a little bit of comparison going on and going, you know what? This is the type of person that I need to be open to and kind of look ahead to, because this back here, this is done, and maybe I overstayed because of how much in contrast you see this person versus this person. And this is like, so it could, this is potential. This could be something really fun. Maybe this is how it should have always been able to be, and I hung on to this too long. Don't beat yourself up for it, though, because if what are you going to do? You don't know any better at the time, and you're not going to do somebody short. You're not going to withhold, and you're going to give it your all when you're in it. So no beating yourself up there. But this is kind of like that, oh, hello, looking at someone with new eyes, looking at someone differently than you did before. Huh? There's a 2 of Cups. Hello. 2 of Cups. And we've got, okay, all right, hold on a minute. Give me a minute here. Yeah. And the 10 of Cups reversed. So is that what this is? This relationship that has left, and you're sitting here kind of like, but then you've got this nice somebody showing up that is kind of restoring your faith. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. That could be down the road. But it piques your interest where you're like, And this perhaps is like you just kind of overjoyed that this person came in your life, but this doesn't have to go anywhere. There doesn't have to be, you don't have to label it or call it anything. It's not with the agenda of anything happening. You're just happy this person kind of showed up, and there's interest there. You're talking, and it's kind of a bright spot in your day, and you're not trying to make it into anything it isn't, but there is, it's just like it feels really light and delightful. And I don't think this is about things being, this could be about that, but this feels like not having any expectations, just being really glad to be around this person, just really enjoying the time with them and the conversation. And it doesn't have to be about any agenda or any structure or label, but just a very pleasant experience with this person coming in. And there's always balance, isn't there? Because this is going, and you're kind of lamenting and kind of thinking, and okay, well, just kind of doing your thing, laying low. And then out of the blue, this person reaches out, and there's no demands, there's no label, just kind of enjoying each other's company. And nice. It feels giggly, and I don't want to giggle, but you feel very taken by this, it's just a very nice welcome surprise. Okay, all right, so I hope this was helpful. I want to know how it goes, because it's all right. Okay, so much love and support to you, Leo. This was your What Lies Ahead reading, and I hope You stay safe. Thank you, first responders and essential workers, for your service. And you take care. All right.